Transition year group to work with, because it would involve quite a complex journey, and it wouldn't have been a good idea to put it in at a primary school level. So we were thinking about a transition year group, and we knew then that Borris Vocational School would really come on board because of their enthusiasm for music and the history of music in the school, and the ability to be really flexible and work with us. So that's why I chose Borris Vocational School in the first place, to come on board with the project, and it was the right decision.
I suppose number one, that it's connected to the original installation that we saw in visual in Carlow, the beautiful 40-part motet, which is based on the original piece by Thomas Tallis, by Manalium. And I always loved that piece, so that was very special to me at the start. And then working with the students, we decided to use Italian, so to connect with the Latin, the original that we were inspired by. And then I suppose another very special aspect of it is that the words all come from all the students themselves. So it's really personal to everyone as well. So the meaning of the words really comes across about kind of darkness into light and despair into hope and all that kind of thing as well. Another strand of it being so special, I suppose, is that in a way it's using a lot of very complex composing techniques, and it's the first time maybe some of the students would have worked with that kind of composing, and they really pulled it off so well, and that just makes it incredibly unique and something that kind of will have a life of its own into the world now, I think.
From day one, I met a very diverse group of people who were coming from all different backgrounds, and I really loved that aspect, that I wasn't just walking into an already made choir, that it was actually people who were willing to work, and everybody wanted to be there. So through the interval process, we picked the right people. There was 25 students who were really enthusiastic, and I suppose they didn't really know what to expect either, and neither did I, because at that stage the piece hadn't been written yet. Linda hadn't worked with the guys just yet, but we had that few weeks at the very beginning, I suppose, to sing some popular music, and we got to know each other, and that really helped at the beginning, so that by the time the piece was actually composed, we were very comfortable with each other, and so I was really surprised at how quickly we got the piece together, and how quickly every single part worked to bring their part together, I suppose. And we got a taste of performance at the variety show in Borris, and that was a really important evening, so it gave us an idea of what to expect, I suppose, from the 20th of December in the visual to today. So I think it's been a really big journey, and within the space of 3 or 4 months, and I was so delighted to be part of it, and I couldn't have asked for a nicer bunch, because they're all so enthusiastic.
When I came out first as a competition, it was for each county to apply for it. And if you put in a good application, you were successful. And there was 9 successful counties at that time, and Carlow got it. And the school and myself were involved in putting together Carlow's application. And because we were both close at hand when Carlow got first announced, we were the obvious choice. And the other reason is that we would hope to establish a hub, which we are working on at the minute. The hub is a centre for music in South Carlow, not in school or not during school time. So for example, the rooms of the school will be used in the evening time, where students from primary school and even from other secondary schools would come to Borris Vocational School. So it was an obvious choice then for us to be chosen to do one of the first projects.
Yeah, I think that the whole challenge, it was a massive challenge. It was a huge ask to get a group of 27 students to compose a piece of music, to compose the lyrics, to learn the lyrics, to get them translated into another language, to practice, perform, rehearse and perform, and go and get rid of all of the difficulties and challenges, and to work through all of those, and to do all of that in the space of 12 weeks was just amazing. And I think it's, as was said in the visual on the 20th of December, very often we don't give young people credit for what they are capable of doing, because that performance, it blew people away. People who know their music were absolutely stunned at the level of professionalism shown by the students.
I like music in general, and I heard Linda was on it and Nadine was on it and stuff, so I just said I'd do it, and it was great crack and stuff, so I'm happy I did it.
Like choir anyway, so I thought maybe it would just be another choir, but it was different. Our normal choir, it's a completely different thing, because it's all like first years and they don't know what to do, and then 6th years they know what to do too much, so they're just like.
So you felt it was completely different from what. Conor, what was your highlight of the entire project from start till now?
Raising my confidence over the whole process of the music generation.
And Jessica, same.
Singing in the visual was definitely the highlight of mine, because it was just a great experience to sing in a place that was so cool like that.
Writing Speranza with Linda and the other composers was a great highlight, because we got to just learn new things, and it was a great experience.
And then last but not least, Joe.
Seeing a piece of paper turn into something beautiful like this.